Thanks, Stephanie. Detectives in one Brunswick County town are looking for answers in a missing persons case more than 20 years old.
25-year-old Timothy Smart was last seen in Boiling Spring Lakes in July 1995. What happened and where he is now remains unsolved.
His mother said in a letter was that he liked to wear Western clothes, cowboy boots, and that kind of attire from the 90s.
Timothy Smart is not a North Carolina native, but in 1995 he was living in Boiling Spring Lakes.
He's actually from North Dakota. His mother lived in California. Not sure what brought him here. I believe he was a veteran of the United States Marine Corps. He was a truck driver.
Boiling Spring Lakes Police Chief Brad Shirley says they don't know much about Smart, but they do know he had a run-in with the law in June of 1995.
I believe it was DWI. He had a court date pending in August.
Smart would never make it to that court appearance. Shirley says Smart lived in the 200 block of South Shore Drive in Boiling Spring Lakes. This was the last place he was ever seen. Chief Shirley says Smart had just gotten a new job.
He had been hired by a trucking company in South Carolina and was scheduled for orientation to start driving a truck.
He would never make it to that orientation either.
Some of the information we have is that he left walking or was going to hitchhike to get to that job interview or for the orientation.
Do you know who the last person was that saw him?
Yes, so we have information that was the gentleman that he was living with or staying with.
Shirley says it was July 15th, 1995.
I think it was reported that he took a shower and left, and that was pretty it. The gentleman that lived there had came home, and they talked briefly, and then he was gone.
He says Smart was supposed to be at the job orientation on July 17th.
And he didn't show up.
And while they still don't know much about Smart, Shirley says they do know now he was excited about that new job.
What I've been able to read in the reports and some of the interviews, but it seemed like just a hard-working guy that was excited to try to get this job. That's one thing that everybody keeps talking about, that he was excited about this job and that it was going to be an opportunity for him to get across the country, maybe start working his way back towards his family.
After more than 20 years, interviewing witnesses, tracking down leads, and even a detailed letter from Smart's mom, Shirley says they do know a little bit more about Timothy Smart. But no one knows what happened to him in July 1995.
I think everything's on the table at this point. You know, we want to believe that he left voluntarily, and we would hope that maybe he's still alive and is just living his life, but we don't know that.
But whether he is living a life somewhere, or whether there was an accident, or foul play, or something else, where he is now remains unsolved. If you have any information, please contact the Boiling Spring Lakes Police Department. For more on this story and other unsolved cases in the Cape Fear, go to wwaytv3.com/unsolved.
We're not done yet.